With Sunday school attendance on the decline and less than 10% of Aussie kids attending church, there's never been a greater need for Crusaders ministry, sharing the life-giving message of Jesus with kids in schools and on camps. In 2012, Crusaders reached 2,500 kids each week. This year, we're committed to taking the ministry to the next level through schools ministry programs, summit educational camps, crew holiday camps, and the launch of an exciting new initiative, day camps. Come with me to see how God is using Crusaders to transform young lives.
Hi, I'm Maeva. I'm actually involved at Richard Johnson Anglican School. We have two crew groups. I love being with the children. They come along each week and then they're keen to bring their friends along as well. Some of the children actually went along to FIT, that's called Followers in Training, run by Crew, and they've come back really enthused to be able to be involved with the group a little more. They've actually been running games in the group, helping the teachers with the memory verses, and they're really stepping up in their leadership. So that's wonderful that in the years to come, we've got our little leaders ready to go. There's a young girl called Stephanie. She's been coming along for a while now. At first she would sit quietly and listen, and now she's stepping up to the next level. She's actually got a lot of answers. She's wanting to share the message with her friends, and she's even keen to come join a church.
I'm in Year 9 and I've been going to Crew for about a year. I actually became Christian by the Crew group here at Abbottsley, and I grew up in a non-Christian home. Crew's become like my home church because it's sometimes hard to get to church on the weekends. But the environment here is just perfect. I just love coming every week and being surrounded by girls who are so passionate for Christ. I had the privilege these holidays to go on the Christian leadership camp that Crew runs called Cross Train, and I just found it amazing. It really grew my faith to the next level, and I just met so many passionate Christians who were on fire for Christ. The love that was there was phenomenal, and I'm really, really eager to come back to Crew now and to just share what I learned.
I'm Josh. I work here at Summit, and what we do is we run school camps all year round. We get to be in contact with thousands of kids and share Jesus with a whole bunch of kids every year. On top of that, we also do lots of training through Moore College. We get trained up to be Christian leaders throughout life. We also get to do our certificates, so I'm currently doing my Cert 3 in outdoor rec.
The thing that I really love about Summit is that it takes ministry to the next level. There is so much effort put into equipping you for a lifetime of ministry with heaps of Bible training, apologetics training, discussion group leading. I get to actively live out my faith, and I get to share the gospel with thousands of kids every year, which is such a privilege and blessing. On a recent school camp, I had a group of girls who knew about God but weren't interested in Him. But I was praying for them throughout the week, and their arguments turned into questions, and by the end of the week 4 girls became convinced that Christ was true and that He was worth giving their lives to, and on the last day they gave their lives to Christ.
Yes, I actually became a Christian on a camp when I was 16. And so when I was on this camp, it helped me to actually realise I was sinful and I needed Jesus to die for me. And that's why I love being on crew camps, because they're so gospel focused.
I come from a non-Christian family, and back in high school became a Christian on this camp, and I've been leading here ever since to hopefully bring some more campers to Christ. Although kids can go to youth groups each week or to church each week, it is only for a couple of hours and then they go away. Whereas on these camps, they can spend time together with leaders as part of a community. We read the Bible and pray, have discussion groups together every day, and it's continued into meal times, it's continued into fun times, and these kids experience it 24/7 rather than just 2 hours at a time.
Camps are awesome to share the gospel to kids because it breaks down barriers really quickly. The leaders are close to their age and they're fun and they're having a great time, which makes them happy to talk about the more important things of life. I've had more good conversations on camp with kids than I have anywhere else.
Before I came to camp, I was questioning God and I was doubting Him. But when I came to camp, they made everything so clear. So now I definitely know that I want to follow God for the rest of my life because He's the way, the truth and the life, and He loves us more than anyone ever could.
I now know that the Bible is not just a book, it's actually God's Word.
I want to keep learning more about God, and so I'm going to keep coming on more crew camps.
I can't think of a better way outside of church for Aussie kids to engage with the gospel other than crew camps. It's top notch.
God is working powerfully through Crusaders' school and camping ministry. The number of kids being reached and nurtured each year is growing rapidly. But there are still many children who've never heard Christ's message of hope, and we're committed to seizing every opportunity to reach each one of them. Our prayer is that you would make this vision your own and join us in taking Crusaders ministry to the next level.